Hi everyone, and welcome back on Adobe Live. We'll be live for 2 hours with Zach.
Great to be here.
Yeah.
Excited for the last day.
So yeah, that's the last day, and thanks to Alex, who was hosting the previous days.
Awesome.
Awesome to have members of the XD team with us live on Adobe Live. I see some cool names in the chats, familiar names. Hey Vuduva, thanks for joining. Hi Alex, Kevin. And hey, it was a full week dedicated to UX design, XD. It's a big week, you know.
Yeah, it's fun for sure.
Yeah, we announced that there is this free starter plan for XD, so anyone can download it, use it on Mac, Windows, design, prototype. This is awesome. And they have been very creative over the 2 days.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
They shared awesome stuff.
We've done some cool stuff on here. You guys have submitted some awesome stuff. Excited to do those portfolio reviews today. I think it's going to be a great day. Thanks
for mentioning that, because today there is no challenge. We don't want you to create and share. We want you to share your link to your portfolio. So Zach can give you some feedback. We do some live critique, just to help you improve how you present your work, because it's super important, and you're all super talented designers watching, so that's cool. So how to submit your portfolio? If you're on behance.net/live, there is a portfolio review tab. Make sure to submit the link to your portfolio if it deals with UX design. If you're an architect, we won't be able to give you any feedback. So let's focus on UX design, okay? We will do giveaways with the new chat and win. I hope you like let me know if you like this new animation by Oddfellows in the chat. It will happen in about 30 minutes. We will pick someone who is active in the chat, and we will give away a XD kit, but I will present it later. First, Zach, how do you feel today?
I'm feeling great. Ready to do some smartwatch stuff. I haven't done a ton of that, so I think it should be really fun.
Smartwatch. You will be one of the first guests on Adobe Live designing an experience for a smartwatch, so that's awesome. Nice. If you missed the first episodes, maybe you can recap what you did on the first day and second day if they want to watch a replay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yesterday was really great. Definitely check out yesterday's if you check out any of them. Felt really good about that one. So over here, I already got my wireframe set up for all of our main screens we're going to be doing. So it is a music app, so that's important to know. I got a bunch of icons over here that we might use. Just kind of dig in there. Okay, a music app. So what features do you want to cover? So we're going to be doing our main screen, where you're going to see like suggested playlists and artists, stuff like that. Then we have our actual playlist list here, an artist list, songs list. Your actual play screen, you can kind of see how that's coming together already. You got your activity, so there's going to be 3 different activity modes. It plays a specific type of music with the activity you're going to be doing. Then you got your activity stats, and then your activity stats page 2. And depending on time, we might add a little more here and there, but I think this is going to be pretty solid to fill it up. Yeah, that sounds great. So regarding the interactions, like what type of interactions do you have on the smartwatch? So you can tap, right? Which is the main one, I would say. That's the main one, the tap. You can slide. You can, swipe, for sure. So, and we do have a little bit of that here. You see I have the tabs here. Oh, yes. So these ones are going to be, you're going to be swiping through these 3, and then here as well. So you will focus on swipe and tap. Swipe and tap, yeah. Because I know the Apple Watch, you can also use the, I don't know the name. Oh, right. Yeah, the notch. I don't know what their They will find the name for us in the chat. Yeah, for sure. But music is cool, says Catherine Perkins. So yeah. And you can definitely use that on these two, on these lists. Oh yeah. You would use that to scroll instead of scrolling if you wanted to, you know. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. So yeah, for sure. Cool. So Alex Gustafson is asking, what does the starter refer to? So yeah, so the starter plan with Adobe XD is free. So you have access to all the design tools on Mac and Windows. You can prototype. The only limitation is that you can publish and share a prototype to get feedback just once, or not once. You can just publish and share one prototype. If you work like at a larger scale with multiple people, you might want to publish more prototypes to get more feedbacks. So maybe you work on several projects at the same time, and this is when you need to subscribe. So either you subscribe just to XD, or you are a Creative Cloud member, and then you can, of course, access the full version of XD. But everything that Zach will be doing today, you can definitely do it with the starter plan, which is free. So awesome. We just announced it on Tuesday, so it's super, super new. Oh, and I think he just said what the name for that Apple Watch was. Where did it go? Digital Crown. Yeah, that's right. The crown. Right. Oh, like a king. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Thanks, Paul Paulino. Okay.
So I'm going to start with the main screen. I just got some images I pulled off Adobe stock here.
Thanks.
Just kind of fill it up with some content. Doesn't have to be too specific for now. Just so we can start to get a feel of things. Oops.
So what are the dimensions of your artboards, like when you work with a smartwatch?
The smartwatch, let's check that one. So it's 312 by 390.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Right.
Wow. It's not a lot of pixels.
Yeah, it's very small. So if you zoom out, you can realize how small it really is. But it could be fun to work with those constraints as well. So, I mean, something else I forgot. I'm definitely going to be doing a dark theme on this one. Right now, I just kept the wireframes white, so it'll be fun to work with some dark colors, unlike the last 2 days.
It works very well when you have pictures.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Context of music, it will be like.
So we'll throw that one black right now.
It would be awesome. There's a question from Reza. Any plan for the export feature from XD to export from XD to Dreamweaver or other apps? So Reza, what we have also announced on Tuesday is a plan to push extensibility. So we want Adobe XD to become also a platform in the future where anyone can develop plugins, extend Adobe XD. It's super important. And this could be definitely something that could come from the community. It could be a very cool plugin. But there is no plan today. Like really the goal of XD is to design and prototype, and then you can hand off to developers at the end. I'm not a big fan of automating code, when you are still designing and prototyping. Right. Not a big fan of that, but if you feel that this could be a need, I mean, why not?
For sure, yeah.
I'm sure someone will develop a plugin one day that will export HTML and CSS.
Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't like that, though, for sure. So just kind of messing with the styles.
Shelby is asking, what did the update today for XD add? Oh, so I guess that Shelby just updated Adobe XD. So a few updates in this May release. You can swap symbols. So that's useful because if you use like the same symbols on multiple artboards, and then you can say, and you have another one in your library, maybe that you updated, so you can directly swap them with a drag and drop. You can also paste to multiple artboards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you don't have to do like one by one. Now you can select multiple artboards and paste.
Sweet.
That's nice. And we kept improving when you import Photoshop files.
Yeah.
You can open a Photoshop file, keep all the layers. If it's a vector in Photoshop, it's a vector in XD. Same for bitmap, text. So we keep working on these features because we know we have a lot of Photoshop users who are using Photoshop to design screens. And they should use XD. So you should tell them.
I still know a couple people that use Photoshop. I'm like, why? Look how much easier this is.
Yeah, you tell them. It's like, why? And when Zach is angry, I mean, it's something. You will see with the portfolio reviews.
Right.
And Adobe Live actually posted a link to the new features in XD. Thanks.
Oh, cool.
So some titles there. Okay, I see where you're going.
Right.
So when you start like designing like this, you don't really choose the typeface. You're just adding some elements, right?
Sometimes I will, but today I think I'm just gonna continue my theme of the last two streams using a veneer for everything. So I can actually change those really quick.
Ryan Smith says Photoshop UI is exhausting.
Right?
Once you use XD,
it really is compared.
You're like, oh my god, yeah. Did I show you my infamous or famous? We discovered yesterday that we shouldn't say infamous.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We had a big discussion at the office about this. We try to open this in a few seconds. I will show you an example. I'm always very careful when I open XD because I have some beta builds, that.
Oh yeah,
Okay, is it the official
I'm not allowed to see this.
That's the official one. Okay. Ryan Smith says, I just discovered that you can record your desktop preview. XD is awesome. So yeah, you can record it, Ryan. If you're on a Mac, actually we're leveraging a native Mac OS feature, you know, with QuickTime.
Yeah.
So you can record a video if you're on a Mac. If you're on Windows, it's, I think, one of the only feature that is not available on Windows because it's not natively in Windows 10. Maybe one day it will.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay, I will quickly show you a project, Zach.
Yeah, for sure.
And I will ask you a question. And maybe you can let me know in the chat too. Like, you can answer the question. What is your favorite feature about XD? Like, why do you love XD?
I think I love it just because it's so easy to learn.
Okay.
So there's not a big learning curve like there is with all the other design tools.
Yeah.
A lot of them are super complicated. So I think my favorite thing is the simplicity of it.
The simplicity, yeah. Okay, me, it's because it's fast.
Yeah, definitely a big plus right there.
That's the performance. So you want to see my example?
Yeah, let's see this.
Okay. Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, and it's so fluid.
That's what I
even
like.
with all of that on there.
And like with any other software, like just moving something, like
Yeah,
you
that
wouldn't
would
imagine that.
destroy your
Like
RAM.
it would be like,
Right.
you know, like 3 FPS. Like and that's, yeah,
That
for
is
me,
crazy.
that's changed everything for me.
Absolutely.
Like I don't hesitate, you know, to take a artboard, just duplicate one. Like I'm not even thinking about it.
Right.
When with other apps, you will be like, oh no.
Like,
it
oh, I
will
can't do these
it will
big
be too
projects.
slow. Yeah.
There's no way.
So
That's awesome.
performance, yes, we will. Performance is key.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you could do that many and still be so smooth.
And Zypha, you want guides in XD? So you have smart guides actually, but if you really want to draw guides, you have also the grid, the
Right.
layout grids. So there are a lot of tools. So if you really need guides, then maybe you can use the line tool, you know, in a specific layer or group the lines. I know some designers who do that, but once you get used to the smart guides and the grid, you should be able
Absolutely.
to design everything without guides.
Yeah, totally agree.
Cool.
And someone asked 1,500 artboards. Is that about right?
That's the size of
Wow.
1,500 artboards.
That's crazy. That's
And I
so
took all
awesome.
the space, so I can
Right.
can add more.
can't go any more than that.
There's no more space.
So you're at the capacity. That's awesome.
That's so good.
I don't think I'm going to be making quite as many screens today.
50. That would be your challenge today.
Right. Make 1,500 screens in 1 hour. Go. So I'm just going to remake this one. It's been weird for me.
The shape, you mean?
Yeah. Oops. That's actually...
Maybe it's because of the picture. Yeah.
Right. That's what I was starting to think.
Yeah.
So...
And there's no rounded corner.
right.
That's why
And that's what I've been
it's
trying
off.
to do. It's not really letting me. So...
Yeah. Maybe you can duplicate the one on the left.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, thanks, Honor, for the nice feedback.
Copy the title. Oops.
Reza says, I hope there will be a feature to export our assets into a new XD file. What do you mean, Reza? Not sure. You keep everything that is in the assets panel, maybe, in a new file. Interesting.
Cool. So that's pretty well done. We can come back to this later and get actual titles and change the images.
Okay.
But we got the format for it there, so it's looking good.
Okay.
Maybe mess with this a little bit. It's a little too big for my taste.
Yeah. And again, so it's for a smartwatch.
Right.
So
So
in real
not
life,
much
it will be
room.
very small. Yeah. You cannot
Right.
reduce the size of the text too much. because-
Right. So we'll start by getting our black background. And we got that. Cool. All right. So So this is gonna be the playlist. This is gonna be pretty similar to this page.
Okay.
So we could actually just copy this over. Get that out of the way. And then repeat grid this.
Looks good.
And mess with the spacing. Sweet. Sounds pretty simple. Again, we'll come back and actually title those and stuff. Artists, this one's just gonna be a bunch of images really. So we'll just throw them in.
There is something like saving our current assets in one file, so go ahead and use it there. Yeah, it's coming, Reza. Something big is coming. I like this concept of shared library, but more advanced than the current Creative Cloud libraries. But yeah, the team is definitely working on it. On that note, tomorrow, so Alex, who is he's a product manager for Adobe XD. He was hosting your show.
Oh yeah.
He will be back tomorrow live. Don't miss this show because he will show you amazing features in XD that deals with interactive prototyping.
Yeah.
And he will be live at 12 p.m. Pacific time.
Sweet.
So 12 p.m. in San Francisco, 3 p.m. in New York, 9 p.m. in Paris, 8 p.m. in London.
You're way more on track on it than me, that's for sure.
After you can pretend, just drop stuff, like midnight and a half in Mumbai. You just drop.
Sounds about right.
At some point, they trust you.
Right.
Just need to have the two or three first right after.
And then they're like, okay, he knows them.
He knows.
Sweet.
So, look, there is a countdown. There, it's like at the opposite side.
Right. Somewhere over there.
Yeah. So it's the Chat and Win countdown. So today, if you have the GoPro shot, it's a shot sponsored by GoPro, we give away this kit. Oop, okay. The XD, I think it's called a stencil in English kit. Like where you can use this. I don't know. Let's say your computer is broken, so you cannot use XD. So that's fine. I still have access to my asset library, and I can still draw. Very precise. A shopping cart icon.
Boom, just like that.
See? So that's XD on paper. So you can win XD on paper in 15 minutes. So how does it work? You just need to be active in the chat, and we will launch our scripts. We will pick someone randomly, and then we will ship this kit.
Oh yeah.
Ship it.
Yeah, I have the same one actually. I've been loving mine. It's fun to play around
You have the
with
same
sometimes.
one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just doing a couple titles.
It's it's a very limited edition.
Oh,
I
really?
think there are only maybe 500 in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so.
Good to know.
Yeah.
1 to 500.
Very lucky. I'm surprised that we can win that. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hi, Alexandre. Thanks for watching. I see some participants of the XD Daily Creative Challenge, which is something we do over 2 weeks that we started on Tuesday. If you don't know what this is, we can put the link. Maybe Vuduval, you can put the link in the chat. But there's something we can discuss. So I know some designers, they like to enter these challenges, to receive a prompt every day.
For sure.
To motivate themselves.
Yeah, it could be totally useful.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to switch some of these images so it's looking a little more populated.
Okay, so if you just join, like Zach is designing a smartwatch experience for a music app. Do you have a smartwatch? Or,
I had the Apple Watch when it first came out, the first edition.
The first one?
I had it for about a year, sold it when the next one came out, never ended up buying another one for some reason. I don't know. I just like traditional watches,
Yeah.
I think they look good. Get the job done, right? Cool. So that's in now.
Brent is asking you what kind of music do you listen?
I listen to pretty much every kind of music you can imagine.
Okay.
Usually when I'm designing, I like a lot of modern hip hop stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I make some playlists on Spotify for that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's fun to do for sure. But other than that, I do like country, like metal, old rock,
everything.
just whatever, you know. I don't hate on music.
Yeah. When you can go from hip hop to metal
To country.
to country,
Right.
you have the
I have an
full
appreciation for all of
spectrum
it.
of Spotify.
For sure.
So Reza is asking you, do you have steps in mind while designing? So like, what are you thinking about, when you
Right. So,
when you start a screen?
for sure. I'm usually thinking on, so what's the first thing they're going to see, and then how are they going to interact from there? So for me, when I open a music app, first thing I go to is my playlist, which is why my second screen is playlist. Then from there, you might want to look for a specific artist if you're into something specific that day.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd go to their songs, and then you'd maybe go to your play screen to skip or go back or add to a playlist or whatever. Then yeah, it pretty much just goes from there. So I just basically, in short, like to think, what is the user going to be seeing first, and what are they going to do?
Yeah. So
And
the user
design
flow,
base that,
and then you
based on that.
quickly drop the user flow, and it becomes screens.
Some
Zach,
playlist tabs.
that's on in the chat. It's another Zach, sorry. He's telling us there is a focus flow playlist on Spotify, which is the best.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one a few times.
I need to try this one.
Cool. It's crazy how just adding some of the images and then some crisp white text will just completely transform how it looks.
Yeah, but it's a good test. Like, you have to, because like when you design an experience for an app where you don't control the content,
right? You don't have as much control over the images.
Like, you cannot tell Kanye West, please change your cover because it doesn't match my design.
Right.
So it's good to have like different type of covers,
sure.
such as you did. Something very colorful, something more black and white,
Especially
something very
with
light, dark.
music, for sure.
Yeah,
because
music
so
you
many
never
different
know.
album covers, you can't really ever control that. The company can't control that. You can't control that.
Yeah.
So definitely agree.
So I'm sure you will find some tricks.
Yeah.
Some contrast gradients, maybe.
So the songs list, we can start with the square, kind of round it out, then fill some images in there as well. You can kind of start to see what I'm thinking here already.
Mm-hmm.
Here I was going to place an icon, I think. Let's see what we got over here. It's probably...
Hi, Ramez. Thanks for joining.
Copy that. So right now we have our white background, so you can't see it, but it is there. Don't worry. Get that out of the way. And we can throw this black. One of my pet peeves with music apps is on playlists, there's always a shuffle button on the top. But I think a play button would be better, because a lot of times you're making a playlist, you want it in a certain order, you're going for a certain vibe or something, and especially if you're doing full albums, those albums are made to be played in the order, but we never do anymore. I think that's a shame. So I think I'm going to use a play button instead of a shuffle button on mine.
You remember the ghost tracks on some albums?
Right, yeah.
There are some young viewers, maybe they don't know what this is. I remember some albums where it was on a CD, and you would play the CD, and you think the album is done, but actually they would add more and more, and after 5 or 6 minutes, there would be some bonus, like an extra song.
And that would be so fun.
Yeah! I found the ghost track. It was always at the end. So it's
right. Yeah. Super cool for sure. Cool.
We have Lucia from Argentina watching. Thanks for watching, Lucia. We had actually 2 guests from Argentina 2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had Laura, but she lives in New York. And we have Chris Bernie. He's from Argentina, but he lives in Ecuador.
Oh, cool.
And before we had Martina Flor. She's a lettering artist from Argentina too.
Awesome. Actually, oops. Group that. One thing, could be super easy to forget to uncheck your borders.
Yeah, in XD,
you
by
can see how
default,
much
it adds
cleaner
border.
it is when you disable it with an image and stuff.
Yeah, it's much better.
So definitely a little thing to try to remember.
Hey, Juan Camillo is watching from Colombia, starting to learn this amazing software. Yeah, but as Zach said, actually, it's very easy to learn. That's why it's a good point. With XD, learning how to use XD is not a challenge.
Not at all. I remember the first time I downloaded it, back when it was in early beta, actually.
Oh.
My friend had showed me it, and he's like, you're spending all this money on this design app. This one's free, because at the time the beta was 100% free.
Yeah.
And so I downloaded it, started using it. By the end of the day, I was already making full mock-ups for my next clients. So it was awesome.
Oh, that's great. So you are an early adopter.
Right,
of
yeah.
XD. That's cool. And we have Patrick from Poland. Nice. A lot of designers from Poland, very good ones.
Yeah.
I see when I browse Behance,
Yeah, for sure.
I see good work and a lot of very good Polish designers. So we'll do our chat and win in 3 minutes.
Already, wow.
And remember that we will review portfolios at the end of the show. Make sure to share the link to your portfolio if you want Zach to review it.
Yeah, that'll be so much fun. Can't wait for that part. I really liked the submissions we reviewed yesterday. So I think doing full portfolios will definitely be fun.
Yeah. Oh, Reza is in the same situation as yours. He says, just started to use XD yesterday and now using it to create mockups for my
There you go. It's that easy, it really is. Just get these ungrouped.
So Juan Camillo has a question. Juan Camillo is also a web developer.
Oh, cool.
You do some coding, right?
Right, yeah. I've done most of my own development over the years. Not so much anymore, but yeah.
But like web development, like
HTML, web development,
JavaScript and CSS?
CSS, HTML, a lot of WordPress stuff.
Ah, WordPress. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're brave.
Yeah, when I first started, I actually learned WordPress, so
yeah,
kind of got sucked into it from there.
I mean, it's great for customers.
It is.
Because they have a CMS, they can control everything. But for the developer, wow, good luck.
Right.
So Juan Camillo is asking, okay, can I export some CSS, HTML from XD to start my projects with the backend? So not yet, but I will show you something in a minute, Juan Camillo, which will help you. To find a good example. Catherine is saying I should make a portfolio. Yeah, you have a good one on Behance. This is how I found you.
Oh, really? Awesome. Yeah, I need to update mine for sure, though.
But this is how I notice your work. I remember that you referenced XD also. You said that you use XD, and this is how I found you.
Awesome.
So yes, I will quickly just show something for Juan Camillo and for people who need that at some point to hand off.
Yeah.
So you need to, like you're okay with the experience, it looks good, but now a developer has to make it happen using web technologies, Xcode for iOS, Java for Android, but you need to make it happen. So you can either publish your prototype, which is something that with the starter plan you can just do it for one prototype, okay? But to get feedback, so it's more from other designers, from customers. Yeah. But you can also publish the design spec. So it says it's in beta because we are still like actively working on it. And so the way it works is that the developer can come and then it will extract information about the screen. Okay, information such as the margin, like the space between blocks. If I select this, I see that I have the dimension of this block, but also if I select something else, such as something at the top, yeah, it will tell me that there is 252. Actually, it's really bad. It's not pixel perfect.
Right.
Pixels between these two elements. It will automatically extract the colors, the textiles. So this is something that
is super helpful,
as you can imagine. So, and this is hexadecimals here, but I can switch to RGBA.
Yeah, awesome.
And you can imagine that we can at some point work on some cool copy paste where you can copy paste in CSS properties.
Right.
So that's why it's the first beta, but I wanted to share it with you just to show that we are working on handoff. And there is another, I don't know if you're familiar with this tool, it's called Zeppelin. So Zeppelin is also, so it's not by Adobe.
Okay.
It's a tool in the industry that does the same. It's much more advanced. So you have some teams, that's how they communicate with developers.
Right.
They export the prototype to Zeppelin.
Cool.
And something that people don't know is that you can actually export to Zeppelin.
Oh, cool.
Now from XD. So if your team is, Alex says Zeppelin is dope. Yeah, I really love Zeppelin too. So if your team is using Zeppelin, you can export directly from XD.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sweet. Definitely want to check that out.
Okay, Zach, you're too fast.
I know, right? That's why I was saying we might have to add a few more screens. So I'm still trying to clean up the songs page.
Yeah, and in the meantime, I think it's time for chat and win.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do that. Thanks again to Oddfellows for this awesome animation. So the story is that we are like all the ships trying to fight, like chatting, and at the end there is only one. So that's what will happen. So you have to be active in the chat, and we will select one in about 1 minute. We will announce who will get the XD stencil kit. Okay, so stay tuned. We will read the name in 1 minute. Okay?
Awesome.
Cool. Gusbot. There's a Gusbot. Okay, you all want the kit, and I told you, like, it's a very limited edition.
Yeah, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
So we just picked someone. Maybe, Zach, you want to read the name?
Sure, yeah. Looks like we got Brent Lecomte.
Yeah, or Brent Lecomte.
Yeah, probably.
Lecomte, if there is some French touch. Brent, let us know where you're from. Where did you get this awesome French name? Because it's like Lecomte is someone important,
Yeah,
It's like a baron, or it's like a prince.
Wow.
So maybe we're talking to Brent. It says exciting, yeah. You
awesome.
will get it, Brent. Let me show you again with the GoPro shot. This beautiful XD stencil kit. XD in the pocket. On paper.
A free pre-drawn.
That's the offline version of XD. Yeah. And yeah, you get a shopping cart icon. Cool. Congratulations. You're from Belgium. Okay, it makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Belgium are cousins of French people.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll ship it to Belgium.
I think the main thing I wasn't liking about this was the share icon here. I think I like it now, smaller.
So is it to share or is it to display more options?
Kind of similar to Spotify. You see a couple of different options. Maybe add to playlist, maybe share, stuff like that when you tap on delete.
Okay.
Oops.
And Juan Camillo is also designing for WordPress. So we have
fun. Yeah.
2 WordPress fans here.
Yeah, WordPress can be fun and your worst enemy.
It's been a leading platform forever, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why, you know. It's a great platform overall.
It's open source.
It's open source. It's super customizable. You can do anything you really want to do if you put in the work. So this part's gonna be fun. The play screen. Typically, you'll see your album and then your other album on the right and left, like on Spotify. Yeah. I was thinking, do it behind. It's a little unique. Might look.
Yeah, cool. It works too. Like we know what's coming.
Right. Yeah.
That's nice.
Back.
Is it a real album?
No, these are just stock ones.
Just pictures. Yeah.
I figured it'd be easier. And we're gonna replace these with some icons. Come over here.
Reza, you want to know more about the published design specs? So that's what I've just shown. You can protect them now. And again, it's a beta, so it's really to describe each screen, get information about the colors, the font that are used, positioning, margins. And then after, you can use this information in your code if you're a developer, depending on the framework, the language you're using. That's what is tough with project where they want to generate code.
Yeah.
Is that it's not only the language, it's which framework the developer is using.
Very true. Didn't even think of that.
Like even for the web, like something simple like does the user is using jQuery? So if yes, which version? So like every time you generate code, you take risks.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a good point.
And yeah.
So that was awesome. Super easy to do. Creating your progress bar for your music. Literally just a line in a circle, and
yeah, it looks good.
It's pretty cool. Oops.
There's a dark UI.
Right.
Very nice.
Cool. I think we'll add some numbers to that as well.
So they're asking, how can I switch symbols? Yeah, it's just in the design views. And you take a new symbol and drag and drop it on another one, it will swap the symbol. Or a switcher symbol. Just for show the design and it runs in the prototype. Yeah, so this is called micro interactions when you have micro animation. So this is something coming. It's not in XD yet. And Onur, you have a question. You say you don't see the file export to Zeppelin. I think it's for, maybe you need to install Zeppelin first. If not, something we can share in the chat is that we open on Tuesday a Slack channel. So I don't know if you're familiar with Slack.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's like a big chat room.
Right.
So we open one for XD users.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we talk a lot about the creative challenge these days because
Yeah.
that's what we are doing, but also some product managers and engineers of XD are on Slack. So you can ask them, and maybe they will help.
Yeah, that's
thanks
awesome.
for pushing the link.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Definitely want to join that.
No, you see, you're designing screens with a dark mode, and now they want a dark mode for XD.
That would be awesome. Just saying.
I'm not sure it's like on the highest priority on the
Right, I
list,
can't imagine that would be. It's like, we have to get this done now.
but I'm sure it will happen one day. Yes,
Yeah, probably.
I know it's on User Voice. I saw it on the
Right.
User Voice website. Where you can vote for features.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let me check. I'll show you this.
It's got to be. If not, we're adding that. Of course, everything has to have rounded corners, so. And that kind of shows you how crisp XD is. When you
Wow.
zoom so far in, it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Beautiful.
Cool, that's looking good.
Okay.
I think we can get started on our activity pages now. I think this one's going to be my favorite screen.
Yeah, look, on User Voice, I've just checked. Like, if you want
Oh,
the dark
yeah.
interface, you can vote. It already has like 602 votes.
Oh, dang. I'm going to go add my vote right now.
Yeah, you can vote for it. And it says feature in the backlog.
Oh, I see.
So it's a good sign.
Yeah.
It means that it's officially coming.
Yeah, yeah.
So it means that the team is now discussing the
requested
feature
enough
or
that
stuff. It means that, okay, it's in the backlog, so this is
Cool.
coming in one of the future updates.
Cool. So what's like the top 3 things on there right now that
Yeah.
is coming? Cool. Where did this come
And by the way, I will be also live next week from a conference called OFF. It's a design festival.
Oh, cool.
And I'll show you something very cool with XD. Okay, so if you love Adobe XD, make sure to watch next week. To be the first show, it will be on Thursday, so it's a little bit weird.
Mhm.
Usually we go live on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Right.
But the conference is on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we go live on Thursday.
All right, cool.
But yeah, very, very cool news for XD users next week. Very cool new features. Super exciting.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So this
So
one's
that's
going to be
the
the
activity.
right. This
So
is
what
going to
do
be
you
the
want to display here?
So this one will be the start run page. This is going to end up turning into a play button. I got a cool idea for this that you'll see
Nice.
come to life in a minute. Over here is just going to show you which page you're on. This might be like settings or run settings,
Okay.
GPS settings, something like that. Then kind of a repeat for the next 2, just for a
Oh.
different activity. So I was thinking like run. So you want something pretty upbeat for a run, so it'll do specific music
That's
there.
cool.
And then this one will be just for a walk, so maybe something motivating, but not like too upbeat.
Okay.
And then finally, I'm actually gonna do a meditation one, so it'll be nice, chill music. So they're gonna be pretty similar to each other, these 3, which is why I grouped them together. But yeah. So let's actually grab an icon over here. Thinking about using this one.
So let us know in the chat, like, if there is an artist or a type of music that you really like when you
Yeah.
design. So you were saying that you can listen
Right,
a little bit
yeah.
of everything, but I know that some designers, they like to have like
For sure.
one type. So it's funny because we have someone in our what's it, open space here.
Mhm.
So his name is Thibaut. He listens to boogie wax funk music from 1982 to 1984.
That's awesome.
That's it. So he puts his headphones,
Yeah.
and he's like, boom, boom. Like all day long.
That's great.
So Paco, he goes crazy because he works next to Thibaut.
Oh, really?
He's trying to focus, but like he starts dancing.
That's awesome.
So So Lucien, for instance, is jazz. Okay, like Miles Davis. Okay,
Cool.
interesting. Trap dance. Oh, okay. Bonobo, David. Yeah, very good band. I agree. Can be inspiring. Electronic ambient music, Jake. Okay. There are some cool playlists on Spotify also.
Yeah, for sure.
There are one called Majestic. There is one. Let me find it. That has been created by designers and for designers.
Well, you can see how that came to life now from just being a couple of circles. Looks pretty awesome.
It looks so good.
Bunch of transparency.
Just playing with the
nice
transparency.
effect, right? That's pretty much all I did.
And the gradients?
Right. So I just pulled a color from the button.
And you
then
drop
just
a shadow,
maced
right?
With, I didn't do shadow, actually. I just
No?
messed with the transparency.
Okay.
And it makes a really nice effect when they're stacked together like that.
Wow.
And that's kind of what a lot of the smartwatch apps are using, is those kind of styles. So
Oh, okay.
I think it looks really good for sure.
That's awesome.
And we'll do a different color for all three. And I can kind of
nice.
show you how you mess with the gradient fills, which is what the button is actually made out of. This icon was made in XD, but not by me. So I got it from one of the Adobe UI kits, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a very good trick to share.
Yeah.
So there are like free
There's
UI kits.
tons of
actually.
them.
Yeah. And there are more and more. I've just heard that they released new UI kits this week.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to check them. Maybe I should.
Yeah, I definitely want to check this out too.
Should be on the Adobe blog. Oh yeah. Do you want to discover them?
Oh, yeah, let's
I will
check them
discover them with you.
Yeah,
I haven't checked them yet. So free 5 UI kit. I think it's from this week. Okay.
Cool.
So Mentor Me by Daniel White.
That looks pretty clean.
It's Daniel. Yeah, that's Densky. You know the YouTuber Densky?
Mm-hmm, yeah, yeah.
That's Daniel White.
Oh,
that's
cool.
him. Yeah. Yeah, looks clean.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, that's him. Here we
Yeah,
go.
there he is.
Oh, Xenia. That actually I will meet for the first time next
really?
week. She
Awesome.
will be at OFF.
Sweet.
A marketplace UI kit. Looks good too. She's based in New York.
Awesome.
Alumni. Oh, an icon set.
Ooh.
Oh, you were talking about this.
Yeah.
New icons. Okay.
And more.
A restaurant icon set. Oh, but
I like that style.
maybe,
Yeah.
if you come back to Adobe Live, you can do something
Right.
that deals with
Do some
restaurants.
food stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And
Some animal
Steve
icons,
Wolf,
yeah.
he was live with us actually on
Oh,
Adobe
cool.
Live, and did the animal icon set.
Yeah.
Oh, is this for free?
There you go.
I love this community.
It's crazy. All right. So.
And that's what you did. It's good.
Yeah.
You found a UI kit. So, oh, I will use this icon.
Right.
You remember it was an icon set or what was it?
I think it
Remember?
was from a full like smartwatch kit.
Oh yes, maybe by Marcelo.
Yeah, something like
Silva,
that.
yeah.
I was just going through it, kind of. I figured that'd be a good place to find some icons for it. That was a really in-depth kit. Has a ton of stuff in it. Definitely recommend. Maybe I could find the link and add it into the description later or something.
Our friends are still talking about music, so we have some Radiohead fans.
We really got people talking, huh?
M83, okay. Henzheimer, so this is more like movie scores. Epic music.
Yeah.
And yes, Alexandre is mentioning XD Guru, which is a website actually that is listing all the free stuff for
Yeah.
XD.
Yeah.
It's a very cool website.
Yeah, sweet.
So there's also XD resources. Okay, only this one and free by supply. Oh, thanks, Alexandre. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so you're looking for the space for.
So
display the
originally I was
title.
thinking doing some extra titles there, but I'm starting to think start run might be enough.
Okay.
So I think I'm just gonna cut those, group this big icon, and copy it. And we'll replace this with that. You can kind of see how it would work on a white background too. Could definitely
Looks
work
good too.
multiple colors for
Yeah.
sure. We'll just put it in here as well. Cool. So now we're gonna mess with some colors on this one. I think we can.
Something warm.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that for sure. Oops.
And that's what you said. This is when you use a color picker
Right.
to
And
pick
just
in
pull
the
the color right
gradients.
out of there.
Ah, I see.
And it matches really well. You can kind of mess with it and find what works best. I just like to get the general colors in first.
Okay. And there is one more. No?
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
two more. Here we go.
Cool. So now I leave that one about medium. Get that one down just for now. Boom. So yeah, you can kind of mess with it. Find what colors work best for you, whatever you're liking. But there's a lot of cool little stuff like that that you can figure out in XD that you might not necessarily think of when you're mocking up stuff.
Yeah, it's cool. Very nice.
So this one will be start walk. We can fill this one in really quick.
Meditation.
Yeah. Get rid of that text.
The meditation apps are usually beautiful.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
I've
They're
been trying
inspiring.
out a couple of them lately.
Yeah. Is there one that you?
Yeah, there's not really one that stands out so far. I
Okay.
downloaded a couple just to check it out. So
Mhm.
Cool, that's looking good. This with some sizing here. Oops,
Oh, that's the.
this got messed up somehow. It's actually just redo that real quick. Super easy to do.
Yeah.
Boom. Super easy. Get it centered up. Now we can mess with the styling. Probably just turn the border off. And then kind of fill that one just to signify that's the page you're on. Then we could just drop these into all the other screens.
Yes, Alexandre. Yeah, he shared on his Behance profile. He redesigned a Yahoo Mail. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be fun to see. I haven't
Apparently
seen
he-
Yahoo Mail in a while. I wonder what it looks like now anyway.
Well, no, yeah. It's like 15 years ago.
Really?
Now they improved it a bit. But
Yeah. Cool. That's looking good. I think we can mess with these colors a little bit more.
mhm.
Yeah.
Or
Oops.
peach.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit better. Then we got to come up with color for this one.
Yeah, should we ask them?
Yeah, that'd be great. What color do you guys think of when you think meditation?
Yeah.
And you cannot use green or peach.
Okay, no
So I already
green,
used that.
no peach. What should be the color of meditation? And that works well with the dark theme.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's important.
If you say
Purple is the first one up
purple,
there.
yeah.
Could be
Actually,
fun.
yeah, it
Could
could
be
be vibrant.
Yeah.
Maybe a mix of
Blue
green.
and purple.
Yeah.
Another
Orange,
blue.
Okay. Maybe a mix of blue and
White.
purple. It's usually.
Yeah, that might work. Let's
It's
test that out.
usually. Yeah. Here you go. Almost there.
Get it nice and blue.
Mm-hmm. Have some pink too. Yeah. Okay.
That's looking kind of good, I think.
Mm-hmm. You have a blue.
Right. Let's just grab these ones really quick.
You say purple and pink would be great. Okay.
Purple, pink, blue.
And the
type of
same.
mix is kind of what everybody's saying. Yeah, purple and pink again. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's the winner. We could get a little more pink in there.
Give me some pink.
Some XD pink. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. What do you guys think? I think that looks pretty good.
Wow. Looks good. So I saw that you were playing with the alpha in the car.
Right.
Do you use the keyboard sometimes for the transparency? It's a trick I've learned, but
I haven't
recently.
actually. Yeah.
So
Let's
yeah,
check
so
that
I
out.
can show you on my screen. So I just have like okay, one. So if we can switch, try to do it myself. Yeah.
There you go.
Full control.
Professional.
Full control. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So something I didn't know is that if you press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know what happens?
No.
So it will switch the transparency.
Really?
If I say 6, it will be 60%.
That is awesome.
This, let's say 5. Let's say 3
There
for
you
this
go.
one. And here we go.
Just like that, you're done. That is awesome.
It's
and
cool, huh?
Great to know. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it works with anything.
Yeah.
0, you go back to 100%. And then 9. And what I like is this. You know, like I
Yeah,
can
you
just
mess
type
it like that.
3, 2, and say, okay, here it's good.
That's awesome.
It's
It
cool,
actually
huh?
looks cool.
Yeah, we
Great
like
tip
this.
for sure.
And I discovered that
Yeah, that could have
recently.
made this like
And it's
5,000
in
times easier.
Photoshop. It's the same.
Really? It's in
I had no
everything?
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mhm.
That's great to know. Sweet. All right, just looking at things. This black image is bothering me because it looks like there's nothing there. There we go. Looks a little better. change that activity center to actual activity picture.
Oh yeah,
This one, yeah, that looks good.
cool.
Cool.
So to do 100%, you press 0.
Yeah.
And if you press 0 twice, it does 0%. That's the only.
Right.
That's a tricky one.
Right. Cool. So that's fixed. Got all those rounded.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, something I forgot to add actually is we need some names for the artists, not just pictures.
Oh yeah.
So let's increase some spacing here.
Put the names below.
Right. Yeah, make a little room for them.
That will be tricky on a watch.
For sure.
Be not easy to read.
Yeah, I noticed, I think on the Apple Watch for like when you're looking at your apps,
Yeah.
it is a bunch of circles like that and they don't really have text on them. It's just the icons.
Yes. It's true.
So that's interesting to have to navigate just by icon and no text, you know. Definitely gonna need to make a little more room here.
So David is asking, so this program is an alternative to having to code programs from scratch. So, so not really, David. So in the past, what was really tough for in the web design, and it became like even harder with apps in general, like mobile apps, desktop apps, was that to create an interactive prototype, just or a POC, like a proof of concept, you would have to hire a developer, work with the developer, just so that if something interactive, test it with the users or convince your customers, hey, this is what you can do. It would take a lot of time, cost a lot of money. So the goal of XD is that you can achieve, just as a designer, really define the experience, make it interactive. So this is something that Zach will do during the show. So if I click here, I jump to this screen with this type of transition. So you can start like telling a story and express the user flow. And you can preview it on a device, you can preview it on the web, and users then can give you feedback, and you can understand, oh, actually, like I thought that they would understand that this is a play button.
Yeah.
And maybe they won't get it. So we do some user testing and say, oh, that they never pressed the play button, so I need to change the experience. And that's how you can optimize, improve the experience, like step by step. And when you feel really strong and really good about the experience, then you hand off to a developer who will get all the visual assets, the coordinates, and use whatever language they need to create the application.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And if you, especially in the enterprise space, like a lot of big companies, they wasted a lot of money developing, intranet or web experiences for the users that nobody will understand. Because when you are at a scale, when you deploy a web app for 3,000 people and 3,000 people don't get it, or waste time, it becomes a lot of money. So that's why now all these companies, they have UX designers, they just do interactive prototype using tools such as XD, make sure everyone understands, and after they call the developers.
Yep, absolutely. All right, cool. So I think we're ready to work on the stats pages now. So this is just going to be a graph of your daily stats.
Analytics.
Right, yep.
Okay. Of what, for instance? Like,
so say you completed your music run, it'll track your activity and stuff. So this is basically what it would show when your run is over.
Cool.
Then this would be page 2 of it. It'll have more text information, and this will be more visual information.
Awesome.
So be fun to make a nice little graph in XD. Move that out of the way.
So how did you create this graph?
So this is just my wireframe version of it.
Yeah.
I just used the square tool and just did some random sizes, whatever looked good.
Cool.
Figured you're going to do less in the morning and less at night.
Yeah.
Peak in the afternoon, maybe in the evening.
Looks good.
So yeah, pretty easy to do. And then you can just have some fun stylizing it. Just disable the borders.
I will show you a trick I used once.
Yeah, for sure. Photograph. Just kind of round everything off just to match the rest of the theme.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We can grab this color from the button as well. Then you'll see our
Wow,
graph
it looks good.
matches our button. Super simple.
Nice.
I think we can just, paste our appearance into all of them. And then you have your matching graph to
Wow.
match your buttons. It looks really good. Yeah.
I'll show you a trick
let's
I
do that
used
for
once
sure.
also. Like maybe you can use it one day. So let's
Yeah.
go to the dark theme. That's what we like.
Yes, we're on the dark side
So-
today.
I just picked a rectangle
Mm-hmm.
and I use the repeat grid. Okay, so
Right, yeah.
So I do this constraints, and then so the trick I use is that I draw like a shape using the
Yeah,
like the pen tool
right.
to show the activity, and then okay, it will get better at the end. It will get better. Okay, it's getting better. Oh no. There we go. Okay, and then I go around like this.
Oh, I see
Close
where
the
you're going.
shape.
Yeah,
I select both and I do object, like with shape.
that's awesome. Yeah,
And then, so what's cool with shapes
yeah.
and mask in XD that I really like
Mm-hmm.
is that at any time I can come back
Ooh,
and edit the mask.
yeah.
So I can do this and say, actually, this looks like super bad.
So you don't have to make it again if you want to change it.
And then you
That's
click
awesome.
outside and,
Yeah,
and you can adjust everything.
yeah. That's super cool.
It's so
Great tip for sure.
Yeah. I really like masking in XD.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to mess with.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But with my trick, it's not as clean as this.
Right,
'Cause
yeah.
Here you have the
I mean, it
rounded
depends what look
edges.
you're trying to go for.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that could definitely be used in a lot of use cases. Cool. So let's finish up this chart. I was thinking right here, this will be like the goal line. Like your goal was to hit this line all day, so you pass it twice.
Mhm.
So that's good. So we'll mess with this. Get rid of this.
Pass it twice, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
you
job.
only passed twice, but good job.
Like
Some
Gus,
text in.
we have Gus in the team. He never passes this. He's always sits in front of the chat. He doesn't move.
Right.
So his graph is completely flat.
Right.
at the bottom.
It's just all the way down here the whole
miserable.
time.
Miserable. Okay, look at that. You have 20 minutes to submit your portfolios. Okay, we're ready
So
with
excited
Zach.
for that part. Yes.
We're ready to review some good portfolios on Behance. Make sure to send me a link to your portfolio. There is a portfolio review tab on behance.net/live.
Oops. So small, I have to zoom in so far, so much on the watch apps.
Mhm.
I think that might look a little better. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. So down here, this is just to symbolize some text. So we'll say like 6 a.m. smaller.
Nice. Looks good. Looks very good. Because also on the watch, like you need to like to be able to read, like understand what's going on in 2 seconds.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like here we're in XD, we design like in full HD like on the big screen, but once it's on the watch,
For sure.
you don't want to be like, what's going on?
Right. So we could just take these tracker bars, steal them, drop them over here. So once you slide from this page, you'll be down to this page, and this is just going to be the text version of the charts, basically. So let's first get rid of that. Copy this one in. Oops. There we go. And you can also get these top bars from the same UI kit as well.
Okay.
Cool. So over here, I'm gonna put an image in there in a minute. This one's gonna be text. Just something clean like that, nothing too crazy. And these ones are going to be text lists, so we can delete that. And say like, run, miles ran.
Yeah, the number of steps.
Right, right. That will be the
Heartbeat.
steps. Right, yeah, you can have some fun with it.
I didn't know that the Apple Watch can.
Check the heart rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool about it. That
It's
was one of the
crazy.
reasons I liked it.
Yeah.
Was that.
It's funny because have you met with Mark? No, maybe not. Like he's
I don't
hosting the
think so.
first show. He's also hosting the Day Change.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he's hosting the Daily Live show for the Day Change at the beginning of the day,
Yeah.
it's tough because it's 25 minutes and that's just him. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
That could be fun.
completely different exercise energy, you know, because you just rely on.
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
And he was showing his watch after, and it's in the morning, so he was like, and then heartbeat like, pop, 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 pop.
That's awesome.
And you can see the impact. It has.
Yeah.
So good. I had no idea
That'd be
you can
interesting
track
to
that.
know for sure, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should try a smartwatch.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of advantages to it for sure.
Yeah.
We'll change
But
this
you
one.
need to have your phone with you, right? That's
Actually, I think on the latest Apple Watch, you don't have to have your phone with you because that's cellular
there was a
built-in.
standalone one.
Yeah, that was my biggest problem with the first one is that
Okay.
it wasn't like that. But now, yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't need it anymore. Cool, that's looking good. I gotta think of how to say how long you've meditated. 'Cause you can't really be like,
yeah.
Miles meditated.
Miles of meditation. Or duration, total duration.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I think that'll work.
Meditation time,
I have to-
or relax time, or
yeah, relax time. I think that sounds good.
okay.
A little smaller fits better anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll say Miles walked like.
I guess when you're a copy editor, also working for the smart,
Yeah.
you need to think about like
Right. You have to think about those
short
things,
words.
for sure. Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah, right.
All the time you have to think of that. I've been pretty lucky so far on here, but
Yeah.
again, like we haven't done actual song titles. Some can be super long. So I wonder how a bunch of apps approach that. Maybe
they scroll.
Scroll, yeah, that's what I was
auto
thinking.
Scroll.
there's got to be something better than that, though.
Hmm.
That's so old school, and we're using it modernly now.
like on a bus.
Right. Yeah, it's like what I was saying, it's so old. Cool, that's looking good. Oh yeah, we gotta get rid of these. Put these in. Switch the colors on them. Nice little detail.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And what type of project are you mostly working on like these days?
These days I'm doing a bunch of like small business websites a lot.
Oh, nice.
Just some small freelance projects like that.
Mm-hmm.
But from there, I'm trying to get more into some more medium-sized business projects.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Doing a lot more app design is what I want to start getting into.
Yeah.
Because I recently left the company I founded to start doing freelance again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's kind of my goal.
Cool.
Now. So I think this is a great kickoff to that, though.
Yeah.
I feel like we could fit some more stats in here, though. So let's move this up. Gotta get the heart rate in there. What's our heart rate cap of the day be? Highest heart rate. Any ideas, guys?
What do you mean?
Like the highest heart rate they hit during the day? Something not too crazy, but 165.
The highest one?
Right.
I'd say 140.
Yeah.
I hope.
It's like 300. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, if you go over 140.
I think 140 is a good number for sure. Cool. And I think we can
65 BPM, yeah, I wish.
Right, 120.
I wish I could run and be at 65 BPM.
Seriously. That'd be insane. I think we can do one more activity stats page.
The bikers, you know, when they do Tour de France and stuff.
Yeah.
They're on a bike for 3 hours and they arrive, they're like 60 BPM.
Yeah, jeez.
Whatever.
So we can replace these now. Oops. There we go. Grab this color.
Just a quick reminder, so tomorrow we have our new show, Designing Adobe XD, will be live at 12 p.m. with Alex,
Awesome.
Project Manager.
Yeah, he's
XD.
great.
And you can go on the Creative Cloud YouTube channel and also on Behance in the replay section, and you will see like we already have 6 episodes, I think.
Oh, awesome.
And every time they cover like a specific topic, they answer questions about XD, the roadmap. I mean,
Cool.
Very cool show if you like UX design in XD.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking
Every
that
Friday.
tomorrow. Sweet.
12 p.m. Pacific time on Behance.
That filled in. For next page of stats. So we did our brief daily stats. I think we should do a little more in-depth stat on this page. So maybe we'll do an actual mile page, then a run page, a walk page, and a meditation page.
Okay.
So like this is your brief, and then you could slide into your details.
Oh yeah.
If that makes sense.
Mhm.
So we'll pull this in here. Brief at the top. text. Maybe our elevation. Yeah. So, great thing to ask for the audience is, what are some other stats that you would want on your run stats page?
Good question.
So I'll leave that blank for now while I copy the next pages. Clear this. Boom. That's good. So we'll just copy this for now. We'll name this page 3, running details. Page 4, walking details. And then page 5, meditation details. Cool. That's where we've come so far.
Did you save?
Not yet.
You should save.
Definitely.
I think now there is a crash auto recovery mode. in
Oh,
XD,
really?
But not an auto save.
Oh, okay.
So make sure to save.
Yeah, definitely. Got that out of the way now. Right, cool. So do we get any suggestions on what stats to throw in? Nice colors, greatest comment of all
Yeah,
time.
let's say maybe a suggestion of what would be the goal for next time. You know, like what
Right,
would
yeah,
be the-
yeah. Oh, that's something else I forgot. We should do a goal page.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that instead, actually. Create goal.
Mm-hmm.
So we can bring that one up here. Create goal, sweet. So I think we can, let's see what icons we got. I think we can kind of turn this into a plus button if we can mess with it. So get rid of the play, maybe use the text for a plus sign.
Okay. Nice.
That'll be like our create button.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just group that all together. So I think we should put it maybe at the start run to create a goal that will link you to this page.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just put that right there for now. So I'll bring you over to this page. So we gotta throw a title in. Create
Armando
goal.
is saying, I thought that XD had autosave. No. But maybe you're like me, maybe you
You're
you
just
do
so
comment
used to
S
it,
all
you
the time,
didn't even
yeah.
realize.
every time you move something.
Right. I don't think I've ever lost anything in XD yet, thankfully. So we can
It happened
do-
to us once.
Oh, really?
Computer crashed live.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
It was not just XD, it was
That's
the entire
horrible.
computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he didn't save in the middle of the
Like,
show.
well, we can start over right now.
It was a Matt D. Smith. Like it was like
Right.
he's yeah, like designing every day, but
Yeah.
no save.
Jeez. I've saved all mine so far, so that's good. So with your daily goal, you're going to want to put, say, daily miles. You're going to want...
And the countdown is red. You have about 4 minutes to submit
Perfect.
your portfolio.
I think we can get this done right then, too. Daily miles, your, I should say daily miles to run. Daily running miles. Cool. Then daily walking miles. Then
Kevin says that saving is for amateur.
right.
Yeah.
Gotta live on the edge. Oops.
And Val is paranoid about losing progress. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I can totally feel that. All right, I think I'm gonna grab these. Yeah.
I remember my first designer job in an agency. There was no history in Photoshop. So every time I would make an edit, I would create a branch, like I would save something
Yeah.
with a different name. So I was creating a history basically.
Right,
but
right.
with PSD files.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was so stressful. When today that's great because you can experiment and say, oh no, okay, let me come back.
Right, right, yeah.
So it's a big game changer. You can be much more creative actually thanks to
Absolutely agree.
the history.
That's entered up.
Nice. So yeah, so someone was asking like, oh, can I make this switch interactive later? So you can emulate. So there is a trick where you just duplicate the screen, you duplicate the artboard, you change the state, and if someone clicks,
Right.
if you want to handle, but it has to be on one because if you want to handle the 3 cases, then you will just quickly become crazy.
Seriously.
But the XD team is definitely working on what we call micro interactions.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
but we haven't shared it yet. Like we haven't shared our real vision, but yeah, definitely working on it. And it will enable that, so you can have like
Yeah.
micro interactions on small parts of the screen, such as a switcher. It's a classic example, but much more. You can do much more.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We'll do this.
Okay, 1 minute left to submit your portfolio.
Yes, can't wait to check those out. Cool, almost done here. Daily meditation.
Oh, nice.
Let's say like 15. Oops. $15. So my thought here is like you would tap here, then you'd get to scroll with your crown
Oh,
to
yes.
select some preset
Yeah, that's a
miles
good
and stuff.
example.
Yeah,
Of using the Chrome.
yeah.
Okay.
Boom. There's the deadline.
Yeah, they say boom in the chat. They say 5, 4, 2.
Oh
So,
yeah, we
yeah.
got to count down everything.
Yeah, we'll review portfolios in a few minutes. Maybe before you want to connect the screens, just
Yeah,
to
we
see
can
how it
connect a
behaves
few
with
of
the
them,
prototype
That's it.
view and show our friends how to connect. So you switch to the prototype workspace.
Right. All I gotta do is
There
hit
we go.
prototype. Super
Mhm.
easy. So let's say our main screen.
That would be
We
the
got
home.
our activity center. So this is a good example. So the activity center
Yeah.
is going to be linking to start activity.
Oh, okay.
So we can say, well, that's fine. And our start activity is going to link to here. And this is going to link to here. And then we can link up our stats. Yeah, that's fine. And our plus button is going to link or to create goal. I think that's pretty good. We can kind of check it out from there.
And how do you access this screen?
Which one?
This
The
one.
stats?
Yeah.
Oh, this would come, say, when you're done with the run. So
Okay, so
it's
maybe
not
if
really
you
we could
click
link
here.
it for sure. Yeah, so let's just link probably the last one up to here.
Okay.
Just to show. Cool, I think that's pretty good. Got that linked.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean that's a user flow.
Yeah, for sure.
That we can show.
Yeah. So should we share it or?
Yeah, we can preview it maybe first. So you would click on activity tracker
Right, so you'd hit your activity tracker.
and you tap on it, yeah.
Then you're at your start run.
Or start quote.
You'd be
and
sliding
choose.
right now.
Yeah, you slide.
Then you're done with your run, you're at your stats. Then you're at your detailed stats. Then you'd be at your more detailed stats that we didn't quite finish.
Cool.
Then yeah, that kind of shows it a little bit better how you'd be sliding through. But yeah, then here's some of the other pages. Got your play page, and let's try hitting the plus. Then you got your create goal. Then from here you would go and scroll through these and select everything. But yeah, you can kind of get a feel for how you would use that on
It's great.
some complex stuff. Yeah,
Thanks, Zach.
awesome. That's fun.
They say pencils down.
Right.
Okay, so are you ready to review some portfolios?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we'll play a short animation and we will be back to review portfolios.
Awesome, let's do it.
Yours is silent. I don't know why. Is it?
Yeah, I think I broke mine.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are.
Welcome
Hello,
to
world.
Apollo. Ready for some portfolio reviews?
Let's do
In
this.
space, look what is behind us at the dashboard.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
Okay, I will zoom in. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
That was good. Okay, Arthur Bernabe, I saw you in the chat. You were chatting with Val asking about character animations, but we will review your portfolio.
Awesome.
So what I like to understand is super important. Let's say we want to recruit, like you want to recruit a designer.
Yeah.
So can we understand who you are in 2 minutes? He's like, oh shit, that's mine. Yeah. Okay, so you're based in London. Okay, good to know. And
About me, that's
about
very
me,
important.
experience designing, motion graphics. Okay, so a lot of stuff.
Copy and layout and typography.
And typography. Okay, so multidisciplinary.
Yeah,
That's what I
absolutely.
understand from it. I check the portfolio. I like the number of projects, not too much.
Not too much. But they're all
Um,
quality for sure.
I mean,
Looks good.
we haven't opened
It's very
them,
visually appealing.
but you like the covers.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, which one do you want to?
This one keeps catching my eye.
Okay, the blue
UI
one,
login
UI login
page.
page. Designs animated. Oh,
it's
so
animated.
XD
Ooh.
and After Effects.
Nice.
That's next level.
Yeah, that's looking
Okay.
pretty good.
Whoa.
Cool.
Okay, so that's a login experience.
Different colors.
Another. Yeah, I prefer this animation. You
Yeah,
know,
that
it's
one's a little cleaner.
less crazy. Ooh, what
That one's
Jojo?
really crazy.
Live and learn.
I like the gradient on that one.
That's cool. I want to do once a live event on how to create animations for UI like this.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
We had a very good guest once, Johnny Vino.
Yeah.
He's one of the best when it comes to animate everything in After Effects to express an idea.
Yeah, super cool.
Okay, thanks. So, design and animate in After Effects below a few login page examples. Okay, so at least you very transparent. It's just these are examples, some research and development in a way. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's take this one, Airbnb. Okay, homepage. The idea of this brief was to create a homepage for Airbnb as if they were
A
new startup. Okay, like starting today. Maybe refresh the, okay. To communicate well. Okay.
Cool.
So, one advice for all our friends. So I really like the redesign projects, you know, when you take a brand and you try it, but be super transparent about it.
Yeah.
I don't want someone to be confused, like, okay, like, did
Did
he
you really work
for Airbnb,
Yeah,
or is it something that you give you a brief to change yourself? Okay. Ooh, what do you think about this?
I like the dark that speaks to me just because I love dark UIs.
And you like metal.
Right, yeah. I'm not 100% sure.
You like the plan because you like country music.
Right. I'm not 100% sure that black goes good with Airbnb, though.
Okay.
Say the image is there, then the white logo. I mean, I do like the implementation of it, but I don't know if it fits the brand.
The brand.
100%,
Okay.
For sure.
So the profile, user personalized, very good.
Yeah,
I like what you did
touch.
in the background too. The roots. Okay. So it's
nice.
really sharing a full process. That's super interesting, Arthur.
There's some branding details.
Yeah. Futura.
Always great.
The wireframes. Made in
Looks
XD.
good. Yeah, I love the organization of it.
Yeah, the presentation
For sure.
is wow. Super impressive.
Great footer.
And we can test the prototype. Shared with
cool.
XD. Yeah, let's
Even
do that.
better.
That's impressive. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it feels really nice.
It's cool. Oh, that's was it. I could mention type, yeah. A little bit of interaction. That's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Good, and let's pick something that looks very different. On mobile, maybe. A music player.
There we go. We have to do that one now.
A brief
red is
design
super
music
unique.
player for a mobile device.
I've never really seen red used in music, so
Yeah,
I
it's recent.
like the change of pace.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, and here you see the texture. Like it looks like a bit like
a metal.
Metal, yeah. Oh, what's happening?
Oh, we got
here?
a video.
Seriously? Okay, let me sure. Stay with audio, no? No. Oh, it's an After Effects
showing me.
animation
I
on a
see.
picture. I see.
Cool.
You can watch the clip.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was nice.
That's nice.
Love
Good
the
job.
animation skills for sure.
And it's tilted. I mean, it's
Yeah.
super nice.
Yeah.
Dashboard animation. A lot of animations, yeah.
Yeah.
You should definitely check
Super
Arthur Johnny Vino. That's I'm sure you know him, but yeah, I think it's very clear like what Arthur can do.
Yeah. He's very talented in animation. Super creative.
And particularly like this one, it's good that this is your first one because you share all the process.
Yeah, it shows a lot of details.
If we have to work together, at least I know that you have this methodology with user research, persona, wireframe. It looks good. It has impact. After, we can discuss the brand and stuff.
Yeah.
As always, like a Nike, for instance.
Oh, running app redesign. Cool.
Oh, that's also something
totally
connected to
fits in.
yours. Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks.
I like that.
Looks slick. Again.
Yeah.
I love when he
I
adds
love these.
animations on the.
Yeah, I love how it's just over a city background.
Very nice details, like the transitions between the two dots, the fact that, you know,
Oh yeah,
very nice details.
great with the Adobe running branding colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that.
Some page designs. Yeah,
That was great.
very good. So,
Very good, for sure.
yeah, for me, it's really showcasing, your skills. I would be more careful because you're playing with big brands. Nike, Airbnb, and more as, I feel maybe I'm wrong, but more as experiments, to explore design, new type of animation, and show your skills. So be very transparent that these are not...
you didn't actually work with that company, right? Yeah.
Maybe you did, but if that's the case, be
right.
even more transparent.
Yeah, especially then. Yeah, I would say try to fill up your portfolio with some more not big names, kind of like you were saying. I mean, like you can still do a lot of those designs you were doing, just switch the names even, just to show more honesty and the word I'm trying to look for. That you can work with more realistic clients of what people will be hiring you for. Yeah, but overall, really solid.
And then there is something I want to show or to discover. Okay, so this is pure like After Effects skills. Nice.
Cool.
Okay, nice reflection. Yeah, nice particles with the rain. Neon lights. Okay. Parallax. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was really nice.
So one question I can have for your author is that, do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what is your
That's
goal
a question.
of where you're trying to be?
Because when I look at like what you did for the Nike running app in After Effects, I know that you use After Effects. You have this sense of pace, you play very well with easing. You have some motion blur here in the UI login page. So if someone is visiting this, like, do you want to get job opportunities to do like animations after?
Right.
So then, yeah, this makes sense. But if you really want
if you're wanting to go toward like application design and stuff like that,
then
try to fill your portfolio with more of that stuff.
This could be confusing. Or maybe you can merge these 3 projects in one.
Yeah.
So
just so it's not so many different types of work.
And explain, maybe this is something I'm passionate about animation, I do it on the side, so I feel it will be less confusing for the potential customers.
Yeah, and he even said he's moving to UI UX now. So,
so
I'd say clean it up, kind of like you just explained.
Yeah.
More interface stuff on there, but really good work.
I think you're really starting an awesome transition to UX and UI, and reusing your animation skills actually.
Absolutely.
In UX design, it's super interesting. These are skills that people are looking for, so that's great. And you are in London, which is a vibrant city, super creative, like a lot of agencies. One of the best are in London, so that's nice.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, we're a fan of Arthur. Let me follow Arthur.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, and there is another one that we want to review.
Awesome.
So it's Abid Raza. So let us know, Abid, if you are still in the chat. But he's from Mumbai in India. Oh, it's funny because we're talking about Mumbai, that it's probably very late there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, okay, what time is it here? So it should be maybe it's 3 a.m. in Mumbai. I don't know, 3 or 4 a.m.
Like that.
It's crazy. So, Insomniac Digital Marketing, what? That's funny. Okay. Oh, maybe that's why he's watching Adobe Live.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't sleep. Okay, so with a passion for clean, minimal mobile. Okay, that's good. Very good tone. Attentive to detail. That's good to share this type of information.
Cool.
Okay, good job. Okay, what is your first impression if I show you this?
If you scroll back to the top, the first thing I notice is, looks like those first 3 are they the same project?
So
seems
you
like
feel
they're
it's the
barely
same
linked together, so I feel like he's
vibe.
just trying to fill his profile with more stuff.
Okay.
I feel like those, especially on Behance, because there's such great ways to put so much content in a post.
Yeah. Should we check?
Let's double check before.
So the first one is a Harson Real Estate Dashboard.
Oh, okay.
ProperStar, okay. Browse new project, flags. Okay, so it's for to search properties in India. Made with XD. Wow, awesome. Looks great. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the content boxes. I love the look for sure.
The drop box. Iconography, I feel is cool. Like, it's playful, especially for a dashboard. Usually it's like super boring.
I feel like it all flows together well.
Yeah. And then if we take the to-do, to plan your day. Okay, so I feel it's more like an exercise.
Right. So I think the problem I was seeing then is just that they were the same color scheme.
Yeah.
And they're very similar. So maybe kind of split them up when you're
Same
posting.
typeface too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not all the same colors right next to each other.
It's another to do, but this time for Android, be careful. There is a maybe a typo, or maybe it's not for Android. Okay. So that's weird. It looks like it's split. See?
Yeah. See.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this could be confusing. I agree.
In one for sure.
Another big brand.
Adidas.
You know what I will say.
That is nice, though. I like that.
Okay. Wow, you love this typeface a bit. It's same typeface. Okay, a pair of black running shoes. Okay. So again, execution is good. Like contrast, also like black and white, resonates with the shoe. I get it. Again, be very transparent. Like, I want to trust you if I hire you. So I want to know if you really worked for Adidas or if it was just a redesign exercise.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I love Adidas. So. Which one do you want to see?
This testimonials web looks interesting.
Okay.
A lot of bright colors.
Yeah, very colorful. Shopping is the beast of freelancing. Okay.
Huh.
Okay, testimonial web. Okay, so for me, it looks like it's a bit like a daily UI challenge, where you just pick one topic and you try to create an experience, which is great. But again, like, just add more context, and say, okay, I was trying to do this to explore this atmosphere, these emotions. Just explain what was the goal of this.
Right. I would say definitely make sure all of your projects have a bunch of information in it and not just the pictures. Just because, like you said, that creates so much trust and showing your thinking and really giving a reason why someone would want to hire you over someone else that's posting pictures as well.
But definitely a talented designer when it comes to execution.
Yeah.
One more delivery app, that's funny. Fluent delivery option. Singapore, okay. Nice.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, super clean, super. I love the illustrations here. Very nice. We're using a lot of Google material patterns.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. See, like, what I mean here is, like, this is really good because it has so many different screens instead of just the one screen. So maybe if you have a project where it's a daily challenge, you only have one screen, maybe you don't need that one on your portfolio. Maybe you want more of your in-depth stuff. Yeah. Right.
Or you group them.
Yeah, that's perfect. If you have some daily challenges, put them all in one and just show a lot more of your design practice. I think that'd be great.
That's a good idea. Like UI experiments, you group all of them, you add 2 sentences by experiment, and it will work very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have, you have a lot of projects already published, so I think it would be good to curate it a bit, group some projects. Same question such as for Arthur, like, do you want to show your illustration skills?
Right, like, looks like those ones were posted a while ago, so you might want to decide which ones you want or don't want in your portfolio based on the type of clients you're going after. It's great to have multiple skills, but if your portfolio is going after someone that wants a UI designer, you don't necessarily need that stuff in there. So overall, really like his work. I like this.
Yeah. Really good taste for illustrations. Like, every time it's on point.
Which is pretty big this year, I think. So great to show that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. Thanks for sharing a bit, and good luck to you. Good luck to Arthur, who is transitioning to UX and UI. This is cool. And so both of you, what's cool, and it's not easy, is that for both of you, just looking at the portfolios like this, we can feel your style.
Absolutely.
And your skills. Like, Arthur, very strong on animation, but also the design is very clean. Like, what you did is redesigning Nike, I think is very, very good. And a bit strong text for illustration, very good with contrast, reproducing good materials patterns, so looks very professional too.
Absolutely.
That's, two very good portfolios.
Absolutely agree.
So he's a UI UX designer with 3.1 year. So,
very specific.
Yeah. It's like kids, when they say,
right, yeah.
I'm 3.5.
I'm 3.5 years old. I'm a 3.1-year-old designer.
Cool. Yeah, so also like early stage of the career, and a little bit of curation, grouping elements, and you have very strong portfolio.
Absolutely.
To start. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so what time is it? We have like 3 minutes left, so maybe we can talk about your experience. How did you feel today?
Yeah.
And this week?
It's been really fun. Really enjoyed talking with the chat. Getting your guys' suggestions has been awesome and helping me think of new ways to do some of my design work. I've loved showcasing what I can do. I've loved the whole experience at Adobe. I think it's a super cool place for sure.
Cool.
It was awesome.
Thanks for sharing all your tips and tricks, all your insights on how to approach a UI. Also, thanks for working on a different app every day. Different experience.
Yeah, I think that was
easy.
challenging. Yesterday, I felt like I was my best day. I did really good getting a lot of content on the screen, and not just to have content, but actual meaningful, getting the design done. I think it was really fun. I think the smartwatch was fun. I haven't done too much smartwatch stuff, so I think it was fun to mess with the smaller screen. It's great.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
And so Adobe Live France, we will be live next week, so not on Tuesday. Okay, we'll be live on the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from off in Barcelona. So that's a design conference. And if you watch the live stream from last week from 19NU, it will be more or less the same format. We will interview something like 18 or 20 graphic designers, motion designers, illustrators, UX designers, photographers, so all the creative fields. So you will discover a lot of talented creatives next week.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we will do more portfolio reviews. So make sure to tune in if you want your portfolio review to be reviewed by these creative professionals. And remember, tomorrow, the show with the XD team, with Alex at 12 p.m. It's called Designing Adobe XD. We will talk about interactive prototypes. And if you haven't already, make sure to enter the Daily Creative Challenge, the XD one. So once you enter, you will receive a challenge every day by email to encourage you and motivate you to design screens with Adobe XD, share them on Behance, join the Slack channel to get some feedback, just to get this, community vibe to become a better designer, basically. And it will run this week and next week, and it will be a lot of fun with our host, Mark Risen. Okay?
Awesome.
Okay, thank you, Zach, again.
Thank you, guys. This has been awesome.
It's time to say goodbye to our friends.
See you guys.
And see you soon on Adobe Live. Bye, everyone.